Hello, you are live, it says. Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Welcome.
this YouTube Live Beyond the Mists of Avalon. And I'm here with Alex. Ooh, okay. All right, we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. All right, well, so if you are on Facebook, just go to YouTube and find us here. And we'll give everyone a couple of minutes to join us here on this YouTube Live. And while we're waiting, while we're giving everyone a couple of minutes to find us, to join us, yeah, I would like, well, first of all, to introduce myself, let's start with me.
Ladies first.
Yeah. All right. My name is Inge van Stralen, and I am a galactic priestess. I help you reconnect with galactic wisdom, and I help you embody that wisdom so you can recreate heaven on earth. And I have with me my dear, dear galactic brother and dear friend, Alex. Alex, would you like to introduce yourself?
I will indeed. Hello, Inge. Hello, everybody. My name is Alex Norwood Hill, aka Alex Rainbow Phoenix. I am a angelic Reiki master, crystal healer, um, planetary blueprinter, galactic unity ambassador, and amongst other things. Yes, just a wayshower, helping guide people through their journeys, their ascension journeys, through their healing journeys, helping them step into alignment with their highest timeline. They're releasing anything that doesn't serve them. So really just helping clear grids, clear any blockages, and just enjoying. Also leading wonderful pilgrimages and to sacred sites and doing amazing grid work at sacred sites, which is something that I've done with you, Inga, which I love, and doing activation ceremonies and facilitating, large groups of guided meditations and healings and activations. And also using beautiful elixirs, which I make. One of them being called Cordus, which is an ascension liquid, which really is made with angelic Reiki and crystals and my guides, which helps activate ascension. It helps release anything that doesn't serve you and puts rainbow into your light body, your bodhisattva rainbow light body. So rainbow ray, the rainbow ray, amongst other things. But it's lovely to be here. It's lovely to be here with Inge. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is such a special container, such a beautiful power high vibe container. And we're going to be sharing some magical things. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah. And a special hello to a dear friend of ours, Camira. Karen, it's so lovely to have you here. And Karen will also be responsible for some of or part of the journey that we will take or we will undertake to Avalon together, our pilgrimage there. So, but
Hi, Karen. It's great to see you. Welcome.
oh,
Yeah, we're super excited that Karen's going to be joining us in the Glastonbury section of our trip, doing some amazing work and beautiful blessings and activations, and also bringing her powerful jewelry, sacred pieces. So yeah, we're super excited. It's really a dream come true to be working with her, and she is a amazing priestess and divine light worker, healer, so much, and carrying the Sophia codes and carrying the Magdalene codes and just the Essene codes and so much sacred rose. So yeah, we're super thrilled and can't wait. So exciting.
I know, me too. All right, but before we get to that, let's just all get together. Let's come together and find each other, join our hearts here in this sacred space. So let's just yeah, love you too, Karen. So let's just take a couple of moments to just open our hearts and find ourselves, find each other in this space. So breathe into your heart. And open your heart. And I call upon the Pleiadian emissaries of light, and I ask them to join us in our individual spaces, and to fill our individual spaces with their love, their light, their guidance, and to place a protective circle around our individual spaces. And I ask them to join all of our individual spaces together so that we're all in one big energetic circle together. And I ask Archangel Michael, of light and love, to seal our space with his sword of truth. And breathe into your heart. And I ask the Pleiadian emissaries of light and Mary Magdalene, who really wants to come through, to join us in this space and to fill our hearts with their love, their light, and their guidance. And breathe in that love, that light. Open your heart. And from your heart, let a beam of love and light stream, shine to the middle of our circle. And all of these beams of light, all of our beams of love and light meet each other in the middle and connect and create this beautiful ball of light and love. And Mary Magdalene, with the Pleiadian emissaries of light, activate this beautiful golden ball of our love and our light. They raise the frequency. And keep shining your love and your light to the middle of our circle so it can grow and grow and grow until we're all wrapped in that beautiful golden love and light, in that golden frequency. And breathe it in and out. And I ask the Dolphin Star Temple Higher Council of Light to transform our circle into a sacred Dolphin Star Temple circle, temple space, and to place the crystalline pillars around our circle, connecting us to the light heart of Mother Earth and the light heart of Father Sun. Welcome, beautiful soul. You are wanted. This is the time, this is the place. Open your heart and be welcome. And one more time, breathe in. Oh. And welcome.
Welcome.
All right. So, yeah, before we start, I would like to tell you all that if you have any questions about Avalon, you can put them in the chat and we will see them and we will answer your questions to the best of our abilities. Okay, but let's talk about Avalon. And this time, we will focus on like the beings behind the stories. You know, we all heard the beautiful stories of Avalon, and you know, these beautiful beings like Merlin, Arthur, the Priestesses of Avalon, and yeah, the Lady of the Lake, the Knights of the Round Table. And we would like to tune in to these frequencies and to explore what they mean to us now in this current day and age. So, Alex, do you want to start?
Oh, there's so much. I think what I love, not just as much as the the what these archetypes represent and the actual stories, but it's also the symbolism as well. You know, around the chalice, the Holy Grail, you know, Excalibur, the Lady of the Lake, the sword, you know, and also that kind of the hero's journey that Arthur goes on, you know, to become, you know, Arthur, to drawing the sword from the stone, trying to wrestle with, I suppose unrest in in the lands. I mean, it's kind of, in a way, it's very appropriate for what's going on now. In fact, it's, you know, and the whole idea, the whole message was that the land and the king are one. Gaia, the spirit of the trees, that was the thing, that the message that the Lady of the Lake and Merlin were trying to get through, and and ultimately with the Grail as well, holding the Grail and understanding what the Grail represents. But when we become one with the land, the sacred land, we then are in our Lemuria, we're in our divine Atlantis, we return to, you know, to the land of Avalon in ourselves, which is Christ consciousness. So this whole quest, it's a quest, you know, and the quest is now a new quest, and it's not for a physical Grail. It's for us to return to our Christ consciousness, to our fully realized, our fully activated, all our DNA switched on, our fully multidimensional, fully realized being, releasing all our karma and stepping into our, you know. So I think what I love is that big picture, but also how each person in the story plays their role, and it's particularly, I think, what we talked about earlier around the divine masculine and the divine feminine, you know. So there's very much that kind of the knights and Arthur as these divine masculine archetypes, and then as, you know, as the Lady of the Lake, you know, appears, you know, she's bringing in that feminine energy, that very much divine feminine, and the same with Guinevere as well. And so, and then the connection to the divine, to the magical realms through Merlin, through, you know, through the Lady of the Lake. You know, there's this kind of and also Morgana, even in a slightly kind of more darker, twisted way. Morgana was the kind of you know, priestess who was slightly kind of toying with the darker side, you know, trying to manipulate the situation for her own ends. So so there's such a beautiful unfolding of a story, but it also is so relevant now, and especially as we return to those lands in this September. We return to walk those lands and reawaken those lines, and to reconnect with these beings, and also, as we talked about, the connection to the Grail being the connection also to Yeshua, to Jesus and Yeshua, and to the Magdalene priestesses, to Mary Magdalene, all who travel through Glastonbury, and also Mother Mary. So there's a real direct lineage and connection through through the Christ consciousness, through the Grail, through Arthur, through the whole story, and Merlin into Eshua and Mary Magdalene and these scenes. And it's so prevalent when you go to, the Abbey. You really feel that power and that connection to Mary Magdalene, particularly in the Abbey, in the crypt in the Abbey. You can just see all the priestesses, and you can feel them, the priestesses of the Rose, all just standing around you, as you know.
So could you explain it a little more, like the Priestesses of the Rose? What you mean by that? Who are they?
So, well, I mean, to me, they are the they carrying, it's like a mystery school. They are working with Mary Magdalene, carrying these codes, the Christ consciousness codes, carrying the it's the sacred knowledge, and this and the protectors of the Grail, of this divine knowledge, really, this sacred knowledge that connects us to all things, which helps us return these esoteric practices in terms of how we return to actually ourselves and our divinity, and understanding the divinity within us. And they were very much protectors of that. I suppose, in a way, these follow back to Egypt and Atlantis. These mystery schools go back to Egypt and Atlantis and Lemuria. So these hermetic and magic schools are, yes, the daughters of the original Isis. There we go. Thank you, Karen.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I got there in the end. Back to Egypt, the daughters of the original Isis. There we go. Karen, love you. So that's puts it clearer. I mean, in a simple sentence. So they are that direct lineage from the original daughters and priestesses of Isis, which goes back to Egypt and Atlantis. So
Okay, and can you find them also in the stories, the Arthurian stories, and the stories that we remember or that we've been told about Avalon? Or is there? Could you say that these priestesses of the Rose are the same as the priestesses of Avalon?
to me, they are. Just when I feel into it, I mean, that's and I think Karen, yes, same soul in a different incarnation. There we go. And I agree with Karen that they are just, it's just at that period, they've come through in that Arthurian time, and it's a continuation of that consciousness and of that magic and of those lineages incarnating in different times. And those beings, those consciousnesses, those lineages are now on this earth, walking this earth in human form again, carrying these codes, carrying the lineage, continuing the lineage. So and that's what I find so beautiful, is that the story continues, and it's continuous. It's continuous. And yeah, it's something deeply profound and deeply moving, especially as Isis is one of my guides that I work with, and I feel like it's such a gift to be able to understand that we don't have to go to Egypt to connect to Isis. We can, and that it's her kind of priestesses, and that energy is here in this land, and is so it's very visceral, and particularly given that the ley lines and the dragon lines connect to these sites, and it's It's a grid. It's a it's a really powerful grid and that connects to all the sacred sites on the earth. So when you go to these sites, you have a direct line to Egypt, or to wherever a lot of other like sacred sites like Esvedra. So yeah, I feel like it's very much, when you look at the Avalon, the myths of Avalon, and the various characters, it's like a mystery school in itself, because you can just see the representations and what happened, and taking the learnings from it, and yeah, so I find it very powerful, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, and to me, it's so beautiful that you started talking about the mists, because that's part of the legend that Avalon disappears into the mist, and to me, Avalon really holds that sacred feminine frequency,
Mm,
and whereas Arthur, when he's in his power, when he's strong and healthy, he stands for the sacred masculinity, or a sacred masculine. So he carries those codes.
mm,
And as a society, we have turned, away from that sacred femininity, the sacred feminine. So it has drifted away in the myths. And, we're going beyond those myths now. We're bringing those sacred codes of femininity, we're bringing it back. So in that sense, where we started out, with the Holy Grail, bringing back the masculine and the feminine, bringing those back together, bringing Avalon back from the mist, the sacred feminine, from the mist, and connecting them again through, you know, through the mist and through the water. And in that sense, for me, the Lady of the Lake is such an important figure, as a gatekeeper,
mm,
as one who makes an opening between the worlds, creates an opening, creates a
mm,
portal, and at the same time is the holder, or the guardian almost of this, the sacred sword of Excalibur.
mm.
And
And
she
and the
did.
guardian. Sorry, go on.
No, yeah.
I was just going to
Right.
say, and the guardian of inner earth as well.
Exactly. And but it has to be, in order for us to get to inner earth and that knowledge, we need to go through that portal, and we need to be purified. And we go through the mist of forgetfulness, and now we're trying to get out of those mists, and we're slowly moving beyond them, and remembering, and setting foot again in Avalon, in our within us, and bringing back the two worlds, bringing those back together, uniting them through the grail within us, so to speak.
Absolutely. And what I love as well is that Arthur becomes the king because he I- he's given he wields Excalibur, and the Excalibur comes from the Lady of the Lake, which is the feminine energy. So it's the divine feminine is giving the power so that he can stand as his divine masculine. And I think that's so poignant. The magic
Mm,
of the sword, it's coming from the divine feminine. So there's that respect and reverence. And when things start to, you know, there's the affair between Lancelot and Guinevere, and there's this, there's corruption within the court, and the whole land starts to have from peace and unity, things start to break down. What is it that it's the Grail quest that for Arthur that is going to bring back this this unity. Lady of the Lake is Arthur's true counterpart. She was no incarnation, but still present to gift him the sword he needed to complete his mission, showing we are supported in the seen and unseen. Exactly. That was beautiful, Karen. Thank you so much. Golden Oracle Priestess 444. So absolutely. And therein is the divine masculine and the divine feminine balance. It's like, and when there is balance within us, but also between the divine masculine and divine feminine, then we step into unity consciousness, then we step into enlightenment, then we step into peace, then we step into divinity, and we step into our full Kundalini rising, complete unity, unity consciousness. So it's so poignant, and so not just from a symbolic sense, but from a very visceral sense. It's very kind of like, and especially now as this, I think this is helping the divine masculine and men more, and in terms of what we've got to go through from the divine masculine to, it's going to be very much a support, both etherically and physically, and in demonstratively. It's so, and that's the same I feel with Eshua and Mary Magdalene. There's that's mirrored in terms of that balance.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very, very beautiful.
Yeah. And that's actually the quest that we are on at the moment, as the knights, of the round table, who are actually there, and I love the fact that it's a round table. So, it's like we're all equal, and, we all need each other, and we all carry like different parts of the puzzle, or, different characteristics that are needed to, fulfill like the big quest in the end, is to bring back the Holy Grail. Absolutely. And so yeah, those nights are so important, and it's also, that we can have access to those frequencies too within us, the power of those, the nights and the quests that, we can take, and we have access to that. If we are at a point where we don't know, where we're all lost, because, that's the hero's journey. You go on a quest, and then all of a sudden everything falls to pieces, and there's this crisis. And then, but you have to have faith. And that's one of the things that you can learn from the nights, is to have faith, to keep going, and to, and also to have focus, not to be swayed from your path. So if you know where you're going, you know what is right for your quest, and, to keep that in mind, and to yes,
to find the Grail.
The Grail. Yeah, but your Grail and your balance, whatever it is that you are here to do, your mission in life, your quest, keep the focus and keep the faith. And you have so much power. And there will be a time when you have the crisis and you don't see where you need to go anymore. but there will always come help. So signs and beings that will help you on your way. And very often it's like in these in a shape or form that you don't expect. And and it's so difficult sometimes, to keep that faith and to not reject the help that you've been given because you expect it to come in a certain way and to be how to say that uh, to be distracted by the way it looks rather than what is truly behind the surface.
I had a big download on the weekend at this festival where they just reminded me, my guides, that everything is energy, and sometimes you have to just read between the lines. It's just like read between the lines, see everything as a tapestry, and then whatever comes up, that's your could be your portent or your omen. It's like when we went to the last time we went to the Uffington Horse, and the skylarks so led us to the eye of the horse where we did our meditation, and then we had the birds of prey came in and started circling on the
Yeah.
spirals of energy. And it was so, we were getting just goosebumps, and it was just so beautiful. And they were our messengers, and messengers from the gods, messengers from the unseen realms, and just to confirm they were happy for us to be there, and to with what we were doing, that we were honoring that land, and that we were blessing the land and clearing the land. And I think what's going to be so lovely about our pilgrimage to these sites is, everyone will journey as a knight, whether it's male or female, on a quest, not only to for their own consciousness, their own Christ consciousness awakening, their own activations and downloads and realizations, but to physically feel and walk through those portals and doorways, and read between the lines, and take whatever flower or bird or spider or something that might happen, or a stone. It's everything. When you step into these magical lands, everything is alive, everything has a consciousness, everything is just a tapestry, a grid, a frequency, and it's fluid.
I love that image of a tapestry,
Yeah.
like all these little strands that are woven together. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes we judge where we are, or like that we are at a certain strand, and that's not what we like. But when you zoom out and you see like the overview of the tapestry that we create together, there's magic there.
Yes, and especially when we put our intention, when we take time to open and close each day, and everything is sacred, and we really put our intention into each day, into each space we go to, and what is our intention, what are we hoping to achieve, we're sending forth our angels and guides. We might put on a sacred piece of jewelry. I mean, I've got here, this is a nice plug, I've got this beautiful piece, the sacred rainbow piece that Karen made for me. So Golden Oracle Priestess, who's in the chat, is Karen, who's coming, Indigo Sacred Creations, who's coming on our trip. And this is a piece that she made for me. And yes, she's going to be making a piece for, not like this, but a sacred Avalon piece for everyone that comes on the trip. Each bead is a sacred stone and has blessings and frequencies input into it. This is a sacred Atlantean necklace and portal. So yes, deciding to put on a piece of sacred jewelry and wearing that with intention. There's so much that then adds to that tapestry and adds to that frequency, and especially in the round as a we're in the round. We are a sacred circle of knights, of priests and priestesses walking the land with great reverence, and with great responsibility, and with carrying the torch that has gone back from all our ancestors, from our maternal and our paternal sides. We're bringing that torch into the now, because if you think about, I did some beautiful ancestral work recently, and I didn't really understand the power of ancestral work until I'd done this work, the shamanic work. That when you're forming in the womb and your DNA is being downloaded and created, every single experience of every single person in all of your maternal and paternal lines is going into your mother and father as code, and then you get that. Every experience, everything that's happened, you get that. And I didn't really understand the power of that, of what we carry, and how we can do great work, healing work with that, because and I think this is what's so lovely about this pilgrimage, is that we're carrying our ancestors with us, but we're also the maternal and paternal, masculine and feminine, carrying that torch, and to ignite the grids, and to clear the grids, and to really ignite new Avalon. So it's really, really beautiful and powerful. It's so exciting. And
yeah, how you say that, I think it's a great bridge to tell people about our upcoming trip to Avalon, and I'll put a link in the chat so everyone can just go there and check out the trip and see if it is for you.
Yeah, the itinerary.
Yeah, it is right there. But before we go into that, let me take a moment first to thank Dick, who bought a super sticker. Thank you so much for your contribution, Dick. That is very much appreciated. And then Tim has a question about your divine blueprint authentic self. I'm not quite sure what you mean with that question, Tim. If you want to know what it is, what your divine blueprint authentic self is. So maybe, yeah, let's do that. What is your divine blueprint authentic self? I think it's something you said.
Are you asking me? Sorry, I thought
Yeah. Well, to me, I can say what I feel. Your divine blueprint actually is your authentic self. Although your authentic self tends to be something that we have more like that we experience in this incarnation more. Your authentic self, that's how we would characterize, our presence in this incarnation. Whereas our divine blueprint is more like beyond that. It's more like our soul, on a soul level, who we are, in this incarnation and beyond this incarnation. So that's how I see it. So if anyone else has a question, just put it in the chat and we will answer your question. So,
yeah.
All right, good. Let's talk while we wait for people to ask questions. Let's talk about our upcoming pilgrimage to Avalon. We start, I think, oh my gosh, I think it's September
20th.
Yeah, we start September 20th. And it will be 6 full days, I think 20 or 7.
20th to the 20th to the 26th.
Yeah, to the 26th.
So I think it's 6 full days.
Yeah. And we will have just so many beautiful things that we will do and experience together, activations. But really, this is actually what we were talking about. This is a quest. This is a quest to your authentic self and your divine blueprint beyond your authentic self. And, this is also an invitation to let that inner knight come out and help you, on your quest and bring back the balance in the divine masculine and divine feminine and just bring it together. So it's, in essence, it's a quest for the Holy Grail within you and not just for you as a human being, but it's actually a quest for the whole world, for humanity and this earth that we are, yeah, inhabiting at this moment. So that is what the essence of this pilgrimage to me, what it is about. So, what is your highlights? What are you looking forward to most?
Well, I just feel, as someone that has, walked these lands and gone to these sacred places, I feel it's such a privilege and an honor to lead and take a group to places that are, some are known and some are not known, some are well-known doors, some are secret doors, but walking with such divine grace, such respect, such responsibility, and also not only for our individual journeys, our individual awakening, our individual upgrades, our individual downloads, our individual epiphanies and realizations, because the thing about when you walk through these sites, it is like a mystery school. You can't kind of go backwards. Once you have had the activation, once you have gone through a certain portal or doorway, you are changed. Your frequency changes. You receive gifts from the land, gifts from the stones, gifts from the guardians of the stones, the guardians of the crystals, the guardians of the grids, the angels, the ascended masters, the galactics. There are so many divine beings supporting this journey. And if you're listening to this and it's resonating you and you're resonating with you and your frequency, you can feel your frequency, but you're vibrating, then it's a calling. You'll know, because this is a calling. And this was divinely channeled to Inga and I to do this, and we're so thrilled that Karen's come on board as well. And it's going to be such a beautiful container with such wonderful knowledge and support, masculine and feminine, and going through each sacred site with that, such grace and such support, and doing the work for us as a group, us as an individual, for the land, for the guardians, for the universe, for the collective. It is a quest. It is a nightly quest. It is a quest, but also beautiful work, like beautiful work on oneself to evolve, to transform, to step into soul alignment, to understand exactly what if you have any doubt about what your mission is on this earth in this incarnation, by the end of this trip you will be have a fully cleared energy field, but you'll know fully what it is you're here to do, because it will be, you won't be able to ignore it because of what you'll receive, the gifts and the messages and the magic that you'll receive. So it's very inspirational in that sense, but it's also going to be so beautiful because of the space and container we will create, in the most beautiful accommodation, the most amazing vegan food, going to these sites like the Uffington Horse, like Avebury, the West Kennet Long Barrow, the beautiful yews at Stowe, the Rollright Stones. And then in the middle, we go to the autumn equinox at Stonehenge. And that's halfway, which is going to be very special. And then we head to Glastonbury, and this most beautiful Clay Hill Barn is the most beautiful space. And that's our base, where we will then connect with Karen and and navigate through the beautiful Glastonbury, going to the Tor and the Abbey and the Chalice Well and the bread. And so it's very comprehensive and quite, most people would do 2 or 3 of those in a week, and we're doing quite a few more. But this is what we were gifted and told to and downloaded to us from our angels and guides, who said this is what Gaia needs, and this is what we're here to do right now as part of our playing our part in the ascension process.
Yeah. And also for me, what is really beautiful is to do this as a group. So we travel together, because you can go and do these things on your own, but there's so much power and healing that needs to be done, in coming together again as a group, and to do healing in coming together as a community. So to start feeling that communities and groups can be safe, and that, it will, what they're telling me is that, the extra dimension that it will give is that, you will enhance each other, and the group, the group will enhance the frequency. So, we will carry each other. And that is one of the most important things at this moment in time, to carry each other. And just through doing that, opening the Avalon codes within us, within Mother Earth, but also within the group consciousness. So it's not the consciousness of the group, but, really our ideas of what communities are and what they should be and what it should be or can be, with it being in a group together. Those codes, the Avalon codes, also need to be reactivated within that consciousness of being in a group. So that is what they're telling me, that they're also going to do a lot of healing on. And I'm actually looking forward to doing those healings, because God knows I can use it.
It's going to be such a
Mhm.
beautiful it's going to be a beautiful co-creation, and there
Yeah.
will be time for everyone to, on the pilgrims to have space for themselves, for what they need, what kind of space to share for, and as stuff comes up, we're on hand to help them navigate and offer healings and clearances and whatever they need as stuff comes up. So yeah, it's so beautiful to be able to create this container and to share,
Mhm.
particularly the journey that we're taking is going to be something very, very beautiful and profoundly moving, and something
Yeah,
that, yeah, it's a mouth-watering prospect, really. It's very exciting.
I know. We will be there to, make sure that everyone is safe, everyone is seen and heard, and is allowed to take his or her place in the circle, and to get the recognition. Yeah, that he or she needs.
Yeah.
So that's
and
our task.
and if anybody does have any questions or wants some further information, reach out, go to Inga's the link, and yeah, we're happy to jump on a call. If you want to have a video call to any queries or anything, we're very accessible. This is a calling, and those that feel this will know, because there will just something that says in them yes, and we can, but there may be questions or some resistance, and if there is, we can help you just overcome that and just give you that peace of mind to know, this is a decision you will certainly not regret. You'll be like, it'll be the best decision you ever make.
Yeah. definitely.
So yeah.
I will put the link again in the chat. And we actually have a discount code that you can use. And if you purchase, or or you decide to join us on this trip, use the discount code Avalon, and you get like 333 euros discount. So, which is like a big discount. So, you know, and it is still open, that discount, for about a week or 2 weeks. Don't know, but yeah, just be quick. Don't let this opportunity go to waste, and just, come with us, join us on this beautiful trip to Africa. Anything else you would like to add?
Here we go.
Oh,
Thanks.
yeah.
Thanks,
We get
Karen. Golden.
to
Fulfilling
come
the
up with
promise.
beautiful things. Yes, fulfilling the promise we made to each other to hold the flame until the dawn of the golden age. Oh, I can feel that
Oh,
coming.
when. Thank you, Karen. Oh, so
Yeah.
potent. Potent. Oh,
Mm,
thank you so much.
yeah, that really is it. If you feel the calling now, to come on this journey with us, that is the promise that you made to yourself and to the group.
Beautiful. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's connect to that flame.
Yes.
Let's do that.
That's a great call.
I think so too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's end this. Golden egg, Dixon. Golden egg. Well, if you want to experience it like that, I would suggest, to connect to the golden age. All right, let's do that. Let's take a moment to connect to that goodness. So breathe into your body. Feel your body. Ground yourself in whatever way you use to ground yourself. And if you don't have a method just yet, breathe into the soles of your feet and the tip of your chin. And breathe into and whatever method you're using to ground yourself. Breathe in to the grounding forward. Breathe into your roots. And breathe in earth energy. And fill your body with earth energy. And I call upon the priestesses of Avalon to join us. The sisterhood of the rose. And the beautiful frequencies of the Knights of the Round Table. I call upon Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene, light and love, here with us. And I invite them to sit with us in a circle. And in the middle of our circle burns a golden flame. And it doesn't matter in what time frame you are. If you are in Egypt, in one of the sacred temples, or in Lemuria, Atlanta, Avalon, doesn't matter. Are here in the sacred space, looking at the golden flame of Christ consciousness, the golden flame of the frequency of the new age, the promise that was made to humanity, the potential that is there. Just look at those flames, that fire burning in the middle of our circle. Hell, but Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene, our star family, Father, Son, Mother Earth. And open your heart and feel that golden flame, that golden fire burning. And let it fill your heart. And let it reawaken a calling, a promise that you made to yourself, to this frequency, to bring back this flame, to bring it back to this planet, to humanity. Knowing that the journey will be hard, the quest to fulfill, to bring back this flame will be tough. But you know this fire will reignite the knowing within you that you know what to do, that you have whatever it takes to do what needs to be done. And all the star family around you, the knights, the priestesses, Jesus, and Mary are all here to help and to carry you, to support you on your journey, on your quest, by leading signs and being there with support and assistance along the way, even though you sometimes do not recognize them and do not recognize the help you've been given. But still it is there. Let the flames, the golden flames, reignite your inner knowing, your inner compass, knowing where you need to go, the steps that you need to take to fulfill your mission, to carry this golden flame for Mother Earth, for humanity, for the promise that you made, for the potential that is there, and that we will fulfill the golden age. Just feel that flame, the frequency in your heart, and let it fill your whole body. And maybe there is a place in your body that feels a little tense, that doesn't want to let the energy in. And breathe into that. Let that golden flame support it. Breathe in and release on your exhale. so that the golden light, the golden flame can fill your whole body. And then look around and see the circle, everyone that is here. You are not alone. We are doing this together. And thank you for showing up, for taking your steps, doing your bit. And every step you take is so valuable, is so needed, and so appreciated. Thank you so much. And breathe in. And the nights are here to protect us. And breathe into your body. And feel if there are any places you are connected still to other people, other forces, dark entities, whatever you want to call them, cords that are holding you back, that are keeping you from fully stepping into this frequency. And the nights use their swords at these cords. And breathing. And the priestesses of the rose send loving energy to those places that cannot open up to soften these places in your body, in your heart, in your frequency, in your energy field that are tight, closed off, harder. And they open your frequencies, your heart, bringing softness, healing, and you can extend your hands from the fire, that golden fire in our midst. It's a piece of the golden flame into your hand and receive it. Feel the frequency in your hands. Let it fill your body. And on the count of 3, we will place our flames into the grid lines of Mother Earth. wherever you are guided and it needs to go, you're free. We will do it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, breathe in. 3. And breathe into your heart again. Feel the frequency change. Breathe in and out. And then we release this beautiful place. But not from our hearts. We will still carry this beautiful place. But we will release the energetic structure so that we're all in our own energetic space again. Breathe in into your heart, into your body. And breathe out. And I ask all the beautiful beings to release all the energetic structures so that we're all in our own energetic spaces. Breathe in and out and slowly move your body. Open your eyes when you're done. Come back.
Beautiful. Thank you, Inga. That was amazing. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone that joined in. I said thank you to everyone that took part in it.
Thank you
Whether
so much.
live or in the recording, it's just as
Yeah.
powerful.
It is. And it doesn't matter if you're not here live, you were still part of the circle. I could feel it. I could feel the energy.
Absolutely.
So, if you have any questions or would like to share anything, put it in the comments.
And yeah, I just want to thank everyone for being here, whether it's live on the recording, and also to thank Karen, Golden Oracle Priestess, for all her amazing energy and input and love. And yeah, I was just so happy that you were here. So thank you.
Thank you, Alex, for joining us here.
Thank you, Inga.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dick. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Who did I see?
Tim.
Thank you, Tim. Who else was here?
Is there another Inga?
Saeed. Yeah, another Inga. Thank you, Saeed.
Lucia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Darren.
is there a question from Lucia? Inga.
Is there a question?
Yeah, if you go up to 7:12 p.m.
Oh, did we miss something?
I think 7:12 p.m. from Lucia. Is there a question?
Oh no, it was the sound was a little hollow.
Okay, fine.
So that's why I've been kind of carrying my microphone and putting it closer to my mouth.
Brilliant.
All right. If there are no questions or no one wants to share anything, then we will just say goodbye to everyone. Love you so much. Yeah. If you feel the calling, join us on our pilgrimage September 20th until the 26th. Okay, it's over. Yeah. So, yeah, Lucia says it's, she can follow it now. So,
Great.
all right.
All right.
Thank you all so much. It has been a pleasure and an honor to be here with you. And again, if you feel the calling to join us on this pilgrimage to Avalon, I'm just going to put it in the comments one more time.
Amazing.
And, use the discount code Avalon.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Love you
Bye.
so much.
Blessings.
Lucia says, thank you. Felt the energy. Oh, one more, if you have a question and you're not confident in English, you can put it in the chat in Dutch. That's okay. Karen says, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Lots of love. Speak soon.
All right. Love you all, guys. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.